You gotta read this for me. Odell Beckham Jr. just signed with the Los Angeles Rams.
Don't try to slide that shit at the end and then go live.
That's exactly what he did.
Odell Beckham Jr. is now a Los Angeles Ram. They're going to be rolling out a defense with Darnold in the middle and Von Miller on the outside with Ramsey in the secondary. And then they're going to be rolling out an offense with Cooper Kupp, Robert Wood, Odell Beckham Jr., and Matthew Stafford. What was y'all initial reactions of this signing? Where y'all thought he was really going to go? And then what's your expectations of what he's going to do while he's with LA? Any one of y'all can go first.
I'll go first because we already talked a little bit about it before. So, Chris.
Yeah, 2 in 1 week. That's good. 2 in 1 week. Yeah.
Why not? We gonna up the ante a little bit.
Sure.
This is what I honestly thought that it was gonna be the Packers hands down, because matching those two guys up, Adams and Beckham, I thought that would be like giving Aaron Rodgers more tools, as if he isn't one of the best to ever do it already. So I thought that's where he was going to go. I thought that's where he was going. But I will say this. It kind of is, while I get the narrative that sometimes that wide receiver room is crowded up in LA, they got guys that are producing. We talked about Robert Woods. We talked about Cooper Kupp. We didn't even talk about Van Jefferson, who's come on as of late. But you are giving Matt Stafford the most overall talent that he's ever had. I don't see a problem with it. I mean, like, I don't see how this could be a bad thing. The reason why I don't see how it could be a bad thing is only because OBJ if he hasn't come to terms with the fact that he has to be in a system. I think the problem before was the Baker Mayfield thing. He hadn't played with a quarterback with the arm that Stafford has. I mean, this guy can get you the ball. He hasn't played with one of those. And I think that along with the fact that they are, looking like all-in team right now, legitimate, let's go get this ring. I think that would, definitely build his career. So I don't see a problem with him being in LA.
Man, Matthew Stafford's got to be sitting back at the crib, like seeing all these moves that the Rams have done this summer and during the season is like, man, Detroit in all the years I was there has never done anything like this in the trade market or in the free agent market, man. He's got to be like, wow, these dudes are really looking out. He should have left Detroit a long time ago. That's probably what he's thinking.
He probably thinking that. And Calvin Johnson probably looking at TV thinking like, why y'all couldn't do this when I was there? All this talent, y'all couldn't do this when I was there?
Man. Corey, so Chris LaCour just said he already thought the Rams was going to win the NFC, but it's a shoe-in now.
Yeah, not what you think, Corey?
It's a train wreck waiting to happen.
Yeah, Corey, come on, man. We already got one.
It's funny how every professional, like, writer and stuff, there's a lot of them that have the same take that I have, and y'all are laughing and think that I'm crazy.
Okay.
You think that Odell Beckham, you said one thing, Zoe, that was spot on. If he haven't come to terms with the fact that he is not going to be the number one, he hasn't come to those terms. He did it in New York. I saw him throw an absolute temper tantrum on the sideline because it was in the second quarter and he hadn't gotten a pass yet.
When was this?
And when he was with the Giants.
Okay. You talking about around the same time where he got in that huge fight with the Panthers cornerback? What's his name?
Sure.
Totally different Odell Beckham. You talking about
sure. Totally different Odell. Totally different Odell Beckham. Same Odell Beckham that now his father put a video up. It wasn't him, but he didn't come out and say anything to discredit it or anything. His father put a video up of the quarterback not being able to hit him with passes. Right? Same dude, same shit. So you think that when he gets to LA and Stafford hasn't thrown him the ball in 5 or 6 times down the field, that he is not going to say something in the huddle or he's not going to say something on the sideline? You're crazy.
Yeah, he should say something in the huddle.
It's not going to happen.
But I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with it.
What do you mean what's wrong with it? This dude wants to be a focal point of an offense, and he is definitely not going to be a focal point in LA.
All right, so 2 things. Are you done? Can I go now?
Here we go, man.
I mean, if you're not done, you can still go. You can keep going. If you're not done, are you done?
Here we go.
Okay, so my first thing is I disagree that he wants to be the focal point. If he wanted to be the focal point, then he would have went to a team where it was going to be obvious that he was going to be the focal point.
It was obvious he was going to be the focal point in Cleveland. Till they drafted Nick Chubb.
Is he froze?
I don't know if he's frozen or not. It might just be crickets.
I guess so.
Anyway, yeah, it was obvious he was going to be the focal point in that offense till they drafted Nick Chubb.
Yeah,
he went to Cleveland to be the focal point. That's why he showed up there, and he never was.
We're talking about LA though. What I'm saying is I disagree that he wanted to be the focal point. If he did, he wouldn't have went to LA. He did say his objective was to go to a contender. That's what he.
Okay. He feels like he is a better wide receiver than Cooper Kupp is. He is not a better wide receiver than Devontae Adams. He's not. Let's not even put that on the table. He's not a better wide receiver than Devontae Adams. He feels like he is better than every single wide receiver that they have in LA.
How you figure though?
Because he feels like he is.
But how do you figure that though?
How do I figure that? Who's the better wide receiver, Cooper Kupp or Devontae Adams?
Wait, what? How we talking about Odell? How do you feel like Odell?
Because he wants to be the focal point. The proof is in the pudding. Everywhere he's gone, that's what his main objective is. In Cleveland, he's not the focal point. I want the fuck out.
I think that he could have went somewhere else though if that was his main. I think his main objective.
But we're talking about contention. We're talking about being a contender here.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that was the biggest thing. He looks at the Rams as a team that's going all in, and he's saying, okay, this team is already good. They just got Von Miller. Now, let's go get OBJ to an already deep wide receiver room. They're trying to win a chip this year. That's what they're trying to do. I think he wants to be a part of that more so than he wants to be a number one, focal point of the offense.
Right.
So either one of those things is.
Wait, Corey. Wait. How it usually go is you say your thing and then I say my thing.
And Melvin, I know how it goes.
All right, wait. I mean, I sat and
Melvin, I know how it goes. Go ahead.
The whole tangent. Now I want to do my thing. You want to go on your second tangent.
I really only said that. I only said something for about 30 seconds, but you go ahead. And then you done. That's why. Go ahead, man. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Wait, go ahead.
But that's why I said, "Are you done?"
I just said go.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
I just said go.
I know how you. I know how you get. You interrupt me, and I'll never be able to.
I said, "Go ahead, man. Go ahead."
So I can get this out clean. You promise?
Here we go, man. Here you go, tripping, man. For real. Just say what the hell you got to say.
All right, thank you, sir. Now, I just want to get out. Yeah. All right. So this is the deal, right? First of all, this was the issue. What I'm going to do is totally separate the Giants Odell to the Odell that we got now. I think he's totally different from what he was with the Giants. So I'm not even going to use any
because he got a
characteristics or any
he said because he got a haircut.
Any of those tangents, any of those things. I'm not even going to use that for my example, right?
Okay.
Now, so let's talk about Cleveland. What was going on in Cleveland is that was a bad relationship with him and Baker Mayfield for whatever reason. We don't know exactly why the relationship was horrible, but it was evident on the field. Baker couldn't connect with him. Baker didn't look like he was interested in connecting with him. Baker didn't want to utilize him. Baker didn't even focus on him, right? And it don't seem like the offense coordinator did either, right? So that's totally different from going to a team like the Rams with offensive mind like Sean McVay and a quarterback like Matt Stafford. So he doesn't have to be the number one receiver in LA to get hit and get satisfied and have one of those games where he go for over 100 and get 10 catches, or he might have a game where he have 4 catches. In Cleveland, he 4 was his most. That's all he was getting was 4 catches. In Rams, he might have 4. He might have a week where he had 10. He might have a week where he had 2 or 3 reverses. I can see him doing some kick return. Sean McVay is going to utilize him. Otherwise, they wouldn't even pull the trigger on it. They already had a squad on offense, right? So I think what they sat down and talked with Odell Beckham Jr. about was enough for him to be like, all right, I want to be here. So as far as you saying that it's not going to work because Odell attitude and he wants to be a number one and he's not going to get the ball enough, I don't think it's going to be that. If it doesn't work, it's going to be something football related, but I actually think it will work. That's just me.
This is how it's going to go. No chemistry with Baker Mayfield, right? That's obvious. That's the obvious
right.
thing. So he's just going to come in LA mid-season and have chemistry with Matthew Stafford, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying
okay.
is Baker.
So
did you ask me? What I'm saying is Baker Mayfield didn't even put in the effort to do it. I think Matt Stafford and Sean McVay will. And when I was talking to you earlier on the phone, I said he's not going to look in mid-season form as soon as he get there week 1, week 2, or his first weeks. Yeah, I think by the playoffs, he will look real good.
I think that's when it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be that when he first gets there, because he's gonna do everything. He's gonna get the little screen passes, them little those little quick jet sweeps that they do. Odell's gonna get those. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he's gonna do. But it's just like I said, when you hire somebody at a corporation, there's flowers and candy and donuts and shit on your desk. But by week 2, week 3, that shit's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, and if you think this dude has a track record, it has never failed from anywhere he's gone. If you don't think that when he don't get the ball 2 or 3 trips down the field, you don't think he's going to say something, or it's going to be somebody throw a little attitude on the sideline. McVay, the thing that I think McVay will do, McVay will go sit his ass down.
No, I don't.
He has no problem with that.
I don't think
no problem with that whatsoever.
He didn't do it in Cleveland.
He didn't?
No.
Okay.
He was the model citizen in Cleveland. What do you see for him in Cleveland?
His dad did it.
Okay, his dad did it.
It's a big fucking 9-minute video, man. Come on, what do you mean he didn't do it?
In year 3, his dad posted a video. In year 3 of him not being able to get the ball from Baker. So
year one,
3 years with Matthew Stafford before he
year one was good. He won't be there for 3 years. They can't afford him for 3 years.
Okay. Well, give him 3 years.
Year one was good. Year 2, he was hurt.
Okay.
This is year 3.
Okay. So in year 3,
and we ain't even halfway through it.
If your quarterback refuses to get you the ball or make you the focal point, then that's when you can judge it. Other than that, I didn't see Odell throwing no tantrum that was detrimental to the team.
Yeah, he wasn't on the sideline fighting the fans or nothing. What's up, Trey?
That was obviously something. Obviously.
The thing is, the man throwing the ball in Cleveland is mediocre at best.
Oh, we all know that.
Baker's trash, bro. That's it. That's the tape.
Yeah.
Is Odell a good fit in LA? Baker's trash. That's the tape.
Yeah, Baker is trash. And to Jason Kelly
everywhere.
To Jason Kelly, it's not that he's going to be mad that Kupp is getting targeted. He just want to be part of the offense too, and I think they can do that in LA. They couldn't do it in Cleveland. No, he's not going to come in and be like, "Oh, I want more targets than Kupp." That's not. I do not believe that's what he's thinking.
By week 4, by his 4th week in there, them targets are mine. I get half of them targets.
I don't think he's thinking that. I don't think he's thinking that. I don't think it. Anything else, Jay? Before I share this with Corey, I thought this was This was funny, Corey. I got to give you your props for this one.
Just
Who
enough.
next?
All right. Arizona Cardinals 31, San Francisco
Hold on.
17.
Without my
Why won't it play? Hold on. Why won't it play?
I thought it was playing.
it was
I couldn't hear it.
It was playing.
Oh, okay.
Murray and without Hopkins.
San Francisco is exactly who we thought they were.
A tree.
Hey, I'm done with San Francisco, bro.
Man, I'm done with them too. I thought they was gonna be good. Garoppolo is trash. It's over. It's done.
So you walking back your
I told you I was wrong about that.
okay, all right.
The Rams won't even make the playoffs because they're the worst team in their division.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I got them in the
Don't do
best team in
that.
their
Don't do
division,
that.
Corey.
Don't do
None
that.
of us are
Corey.
liars.
They
Corey,
can't.
do that,
They
Corey.
can't. They can't.
That's a hot take, Corey, but
Seattle. They can't be Seattle. They can't be Seattle. They
What?
can't. I do not. And listen, they can't be Seattle. I don't think they have anything for San Francisco. And Arizona is the
What?
hottest team in that division.
You smoked some weed dipped in COVID.
Definitely didn't. Definitely didn't. I'm telling you, man.
That was dipped in
I'm telling
COVID.
you. Then the Rams didn't. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything till late in the second half.
Yo, how you doing COVID though?
Mark my words. They not even gonna make the playoffs. They'll be the last place team.
Corey, not make the playoffs. Corey, are you serious? Let's go.
Watch. So you think they're gonna win that division?
I don't know if they're gonna win the division. I think they'll make the playoffs though.
You think there'll be a wild card? So all four of them teams in that division gonna make the wild card?
No.
I mean, all the three wild card teams are gonna come from that division.
I don't. It'll be an odd man out, but I don't think it'll be the Rams.
Who you think it'll be?
San Francisco for sure.
You think it'll be Frisco?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it'll be Arizona, to be honest with you.
Watch. San Francisco's gonna win that division. San Francisco.
That's how
San Francisco is not who we thought they were.
Thank you.
I'm done with them.
Flatline.
We finally got it, dog.
Finally got it, dog. Hey,
I thought that division. I thought that both of those West divisions were gonna be the best.
Corey, this is why all your Rams takes, man. I just can't. I can't get with none of them, man. I can't get with none of your Rams takes.
What? But why? But why is that? Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
Before you address it, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I missed the Cardinals. Think they would.
Yeah, Corey didn't though. Corey called the Cardinals. Corey called the Cardinals. He just was wrong about them 49ers and the Rams.
I thought Wichita was going to be a lot better than they are too. I thought Seattle was going to be a lot better.
Yeah, but theirs is partially because of the injury. I think they
but that defense,
it was trash.
That defense is terrible. That defense is terrible.
It's so bad. It's making Adams look horrible. It's making Adams look real bad.
Yeah, people are really out on Jamal Adams, who was the premier safety in the league a couple of years ago.
Man, that dude is horrendous.
He's a linebacker now.
Remember, I was mad because the Cowboys didn't sign him. God, I'm glad they didn't sign him.
Yeah.
You know who Adams looked like in the secondary now?
Who?
Tuesday Adams.
4'9" for the Chiefs.
Oh, what's his name?
Sorensen.
Sorensen.
No one looks as bad as Sorensen.
Look, man, I don't know. Jamal Adams is horrible. Did y'all see the pass the other week? Hit him right in the chest, and it went in, and it bounced in there about 30 yards. I was. It
happened again? Hold on, that was 3-4 weeks ago, wasn't it? That happened again?
Maybe it was like he didn't drop like 4 picks this year, 4 or 5 picks.
Oh no!
Did you know he only had? Did you know he only has a career total of interceptions of 1?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You know he don't get beat by tight ends.
He don't do what?
He don't get beat deep by tight ends as a corner, as a safety.
Who though? Oh yeah, that's because he don't never play defensive back. Like you said, he played linebacker.
Listen, no one in the league, no one on the defensive end of football, like every day I'm waiting on a ticker that says Sorensen has been released due to being trash. Like that's the headline. Baker Mayfield. I would take Baker Mayfield as quarterback lifelong over letting Sorensen just be in my locker room.
Come on, don't do Sorensen like that.
I know
man.
that. Yeah, look, I don't understand why Sorensen. I don't know. I don't understand how he keep getting jobs, and Taylor Mays couldn't stay in the league.
Taylor Mays was worse.
I thought Taylor Mays coming out though. I thought he was gonna be that dude.
No, I'm about to tell you why this person got a job,
hey,
bro.
6'3", 220, and run a 4.340, and couldn't tackle a toddler and couldn't cover a child with a blanket. Like, that dude was horrible. That dude was horrible.
Hey, Corey, you remember the playoff game where the Chiefs played the Texans, and the Texans went up 24-0, real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorensen made the tackle on the fake punt that would have put the game out of reach.
He did.
And that's why he has a job. Outside of that, and that's his highlight tape. That's the whole
But
tape.
how long do you have to say thank you for that play?
It should have ended weeks ago.
I don't know.
Because not only does he have a job, like I see Andy Reid be looking at Spag, and Spag be looking for a defensive guy to put in, and he points right at 49, and he'll come get Honey Badger. And you like, what the? Well, we know we know they about to audible out of whatever play they was gonna do.
And they going deep.
Well, y'all see.
Put a tight end on them. How are you getting beat by 600-pound guys? And they not all real tight ends neither.
So look, back to the Rams real quick. What does the Odell Beckham? Does it make them better moving forward? In your opinion,
I think in their offense, it's a downgrade from Deshaun Jackson.
Okay. Explain the deep threat.
No, well, Deshaun Jackson like that.
Deshaun Jackson had speed, and with the receivers that they already have and the tight end, you couldn't double anybody, so he could blow the doors open.
Have you ever seen Odell Beckham return a kick?
Not since he was a rookie or sophomore.
Rookie, college days and rookie year.
Yeah,
he did return kicks.
Some. But that's
but he's never had Deshaun Jackson speed.
No, he's not. No, he's not that fast.
He's elusive, but ain't too many people had that D-Jack speed.
No.
I think the only thing he could help them out with is consistently.
What's called just went down. Jacoby Brissett. Now he stayed in. He got hit in the elbow.
3rd and 8, you use them. Have most teams use a tight end where you just sit him across and have him stand in an empty gap in the middle of the field. You let Cooper Kupp and Woods run people off. Who was what's the boy that they had? Cooks. You remember Cook? Exactly what
Brandon Cooks.
Okay, so look, this is what I think that's different with Odell and Deshaun. Yes, Deshaun Jackson was a better deep threat with his speed. But I think you can get a little bit of that from Odell Beckham, but you add that element where you can play more football with Odell. Like with Deshaun, it was go deep, and that was pretty much it. You know, you wouldn't go throw Deshaun no quick screen and say break a couple of tackles and beat a man, get me a first down. You ain't gonna bring Deshaun on no reverse more than like he's like 36, you know, a little bit older than Odell Beckham. So you can play more football. Y'all know what I mean when I say play football. That means get a little bit dirty. You know, run between some tackles. You know, break a couple tackles.
Middle. Yeah.
With Deshaun, it was all, hey, take the top off off the defense and let me have Cup run up under it, or Woods run up under it, and that was it. Beckham is a little bit more.
I think Beckham, though, is a rhythm player. If you don't get him in rhythm early in the game, then he's just there with a jersey that match everybody else's.
That's possible. That's possible too.
He needs the ball to be effective, and he is not going to. He ain't gonna get the ball like that.
The ways they can give him the ball are endless. Like,
especially with McVay.
You can let him. Yeah. You got to give him those jet sweeps. You got to give him that stuff.
Yeah,
that's what you have to do.
The receiver screens.
But Robert Woods is doing an excellent job with those plays this year.
He really is.
Sure.
That whole
so you take him away from him?
So you think Robert Woods better than Odell Beckham?
No, I don't think Robert Woods is more talented than Odell Beckham. But when you got a rhythm, to Corey's point, I understand the rhythm. Like, he's walking into a receiver room that is already established. Even to do Van Jefferson, just like I said before, everybody has played better, but a lot of that has to do with the fact that they have a quarterback that's better than Jared Goff, and a lot of that also has to do with the fact that Sean McVay is a good play caller. Especially on the offensive side of the ball. So I think that even though I don't think everybody was
to say otherwise.
What'd you say?
I said there's a Super Bowl that says otherwise.
Well, yeah, but it's the combination of the two. That Super Bowl definitely says otherwise. But I think that the creativity that he does have, I think he'll be able to include Odell in something. I mean, the thing is, he's going to a team that I feel is better because of quarterback than the Cleveland Browns, than the team he was going to be on. So if he gets anything more than 4 catches, he should be happy because that's all he was getting. That's all he was getting in.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna get 4. He may get 4 touches. He may get 2 catches. He may get a speed. A jet sweep, and maybe a kick return or a punt return.
Hey, with that potential,
he touched the ball 5 times.
With that front 4, you can line it up out of Ramsey.
You really get him some touches at DB. He'd be the nickel corner or something.
He better be ready to do it because Van Jackson hasn't been bad as the deep threat.
He hasn't. Like they have a
That's
core.
What I'm saying, man. Like you have a core that this dude has good chemistry with, and then you bring a guy in that has no chemistry, and you think he's gonna be involved?
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. It's
gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough, especially now. It's week 9?
I think with Green Bay, he is the automatic starter on the other side of the field. He takes the double team away from Devontae Adams. You don't have to do that anymore, right?
Yeah,
and he would get a whole bunch of singles. But I just think that the money went right because Green Bay offered them like the league minimum, the veteran minimum.
And let's just be honest, Odell is an LA guy.
Yeah, he fits in LA good.
He fits in that LA.
Yeah,
he won't be there long. Like at the end of this season, he's done.
Yeah,
no, this is audition tape. This is audition tape.
I think he ultimately winds up in Vegas
to replace Henry Ruggs.
No, to give whoever that new quarterback is
they don't have a number 1 receiver in Vegas.
Yeah, they do. Waller.
True. He said they got Deshaun Jackson now. I don't see how they go use them. Yeah,
you know what? And I said that same thing about it being cold in Green Bay, but it's cold in New York and Cleveland. Like it's cold as hell in both.
Yeah.
No one wants to be in Cleveland. No time of the year.
What's so good about Cleveland? That's what Joe Kim Noah said that time.
Yeah.
What's so good about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's cold. It's cold in those places.
We haven't seen enough work from the knee injury getting back. Now it could be Baker, it could be a mix of, I don't know, but we haven't seen enough to even know if he's still that dynamic of a player.
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah.
He really has no game film since 2019.
Not no solid game film, consistent, just sample sizes.
Yeah, I still like him, man.
I mean,
it was a good pickup.
I thought the Chiefs was going to pull the plug, but shit, you already got Josh Gordon that you're not using.
Yeah, they already swung and missed with that, man.
I don't even think it's a miss. They just not using.
You have to swing in order to miss. They swung and pulled the trigger and signing them, but the we haven't seen them on the field to know whether it's a miss or not.
And listen, if he's stuck behind McCole Hartman, then
that's scary. That's scary.
But that's what's call it though. McCole is a special dude. It's hard to sit down a 4-2 dude that can catch. That's tough.
When the 4-2 dude that can catch puts the ball on the ground every week, in some
he
way,
fumbles.
Yeah,
he fumbles.
You can't overlook that.
It's true.
He can catch. He'll sit down too.
I seen him fumble on two.
That's my guy.
2 catches in a row, but he got hit out of bounds. But every time he got hit out of bounds, he caught.
He fumbled in the game this year, and he didn't get touched.
I was just about to say that, Corey. I was just about to say I seen this man fumble because the ball was in his hands.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe it. What am I supposed to do with this?
He fumbled, yeah.
LaCour said the Chiefs pulling the trigger on all the wrong stuff, man.
Ain't nothing wrong about that statement.
Oh man, they could have just waited and got Odell instead of
and they had half a game out of first place. In fact,
that's what's crazy.
First place.
They beat the
Raiders.
What's crazy. They beat the Raiders. That is crazy. Yeah, but remember, my prediction was that they was gonna be battling for number 1 in their division. That was my prediction.
Yeah, but you didn't.
I didn't predict they was gonna. Yeah, I didn't think they was gonna shit the bed. But
yeah,
that's the only way a battle could happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why I thought that there was no. That's why I thought that there was no way in hell that would happen because I never would have thought they'd play like this.
And it still won't, man. There's literally like 9 more games.
There is.
Maybe not 9. Yeah. It's 8. It's 8 for the
There's 8. There's 8 more games.
Yeah.
Unless LeBron call Roger Goodell and they come up with a playoff into the playoff, we good.
and you know what LeBron to do after that?
I say he
never heard of that idea.
Yeah, I can't believe
that. Who came up with this shit?
You. Oh, y'all so silly, man.
All right, what's next?
Let's see if we can take from.
I was gonna say we ain't talk about Cam yet. That's the one I really want to talk about Cam.
And I want to see if anybody had any comments on this. I give y'all a quick chance to call in real quick if y'all want to speak on the Rams and Odell Beckham Jr. Is it a mistake to sign him, to add him to what they already got as a receiving core? Is he gonna be a locker room issue if he's not getting the rock, or do you think it's a match made in heaven, man? Give us a call. Let us know. Is everybody here at work tonight? Everybody working on Veterans Day? Nobody can call in.
Might be.
That was one person that worked in my house today. I bet y'all can't guess who.
Who was it?
The veteran.
That just you.
Ain't that normally how it works though?
Man.
Shoot, I don't know.
Hey, also, if anybody wondering, I got Odell on the trading block. So if anybody in the
you ain't got Odell. You got Odell?
You got Odell for real?
Why not?
I give you I got Matt Stafford, so it seemed like a good match for me, man. So I'll
play you this week. You can get him next week.
You want to wait? You want to wait to see what he look like first?
No, I'll play you this week. I'm not giving you anything this week.
I don't care.
That's fair. This call. Hey, what's up, man? You on live? Mitch, what it do?
You got to turn this volume up.
We can't hear.
So
we can't hear him.
Hold on, let me see if I can get the volume up. Y'all can't hear him at all?
Mm-mm.
I thought that was somebody calling about the warranty.
Yeah, can y'all hear him? I can hear him good. Can y'all hear him?
Mm-mm.
Say something, Mitch.
A little bit. It's low.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. I might have an issue on my end. Hold on. Wait real quick.
He said he might have
Because I had my headphones, my Bluetooth headphones hooked up earlier, and that's why when I played that video, I couldn't hear it, y'all.
Oh,
So
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because they still hooked up. Let me
operator.
Let me turn it off.
Now,
Yeah.
Mitch, now say something. I don't know, man.
We hear you, but it sounds like you're being held hostage, like Odell.
Yes. He said like Odell in Cleveland.
You gonna call back?
Hold on. There we go. We in there. All right, go ahead.
In there now?
Yeah.
We can hear now.
That's it.
Yo, Odell to the Rams?
Yeah, you thought he was coming to New Orleans.
I thought he was going to the Seahawks.
Oh no, that's right. You did say Seahawks. Yeah, but I told you that wasn't gonna happen. Who wants to go to the Seahawks and that dumpster fire?
I know.
Unless he can play free safety.
Honest. He might be able to do that too. He can do a lot of things. But I don't. Do y'all think it'll be a problem with him at the Rams?
Yeah, I don't. Corey do.
Corey do. I think he'd be fine.
Corey needs. Go ahead.
Corey
my bad, sir.
I think Corey low key hate the Rams.
Corey needs that. Corey needs that Rams
not
tape
even
from earlier this year.
It's not even the fact that I hate the Rams. Like I like everything about the Rams. Matt Stafford is a Dallas dude. I love everything about Dallas, but he can't stay healthy. He's done a decent job this year. Only thing he's really had is that middle finger issue. Same thing as Russ's. Is just his wasn't as bad as Russ.
His back acting up too, Corey.
I hope it hold up. I do.
Me too.
But he just had surgery. What, last year, a year before last? Like
he looked horrible last game. Yeah, he looked horrible last game.
Yeah. So, but with Odell, man, like, look, people was talking about the Cowboys should trade Michael Gallup to Cleveland for Odell. You know what I mean? Just because of the contract, because Michael Gallup is up for a new contract. And the thing is, we probably won't be able to afford him next year, right? But I was like, man, if you bring Odell into that locker room, he becomes one of the veterans on that team because the Cowboys have such a young team. He could run that team into the ground because the head coach ain't strong. Mike McCarthy's a dumbass. You know what I'm saying?
Control anyway.
Yeah, and he won't keep him under control. And then him and Dak will butt heads because Dak is going to keep him under control. You know what I'm saying? But then they won't get along, and then you have something that you have that may potentially could have been going. No, they didn't just let this dude go deep in Cleveland. But you've got veteran. Just went the Ravens just let. I don't even know who this receiver is. Ford.
I don't know.
It's not Waddle. It's not Waddle. Let him go deep.
He don't know who he is actually.
He don't know who he is either. But they just let his ass just run down the field. I mean, with nobody around him. There's nobody there. But I didn't even want the potential for that to happen in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So in New York, so you go to LA where you have a wide receiver where they run their entire offense around Cooper Kupp. That's why he's on this pace. And they've always done that. Every receiver that has been there has won it out, except for Robert Woods. Brandon Cooks like, get me the fuck out of here. Because everything goes to Cooper Kupp. And that's fine because he's good at it. That's what they do. That's their offense.
You said first of all, you said Cooks. I'm sorry. That you cannot. I don't even know what an argument. If he wanted it out of LA, period, because of any issue, Cooks has been like that since he got in the league. Hell, Cooks was like that with the Saints.
He was getting the ball with the Saints. Drew Brees would get him the ball.
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta remember
my
dog couldn't throw over 50 yards, bro. So it was sometimes.
Right, but it was really, really good. They was really good at hitting some slants to the slant guard, right? And then they throw the ball over top to Brandon Cooks.
He slant guard it up.
Exactly. So now you're bringing him in where you have three receivers that have great chemistry with their quarterback. And then this dude comes in halfway through the year, and if he expects to get some passes, he is going to be sadly mistaken.
But I believe that Odell Beckham will respect Stafford before anybody else. you're talking about a veteran quarterback.
I hope so.
I don't think he played under a veteran quarterback.
Eli Manning was a Eli Manning.
You're gonna say Eli at the same time you say Eli. Well, shit, they basically grew up together.
Well, Eli listened to everything. Eli listened to everything he said too. If he told Eli to throw me the damn ball, Eli threw him the damn ball.
Not a veteran quarterback.
Well, wait.
At the time being,
I disagree that he didn't play on a veteran quarterback. I think Eli was there, but this is why I push back a little bit on what Corey said. It's totally different of a Brandon, because first of all, I don't think Brandon Cooks wanted out of LA. I think LA didn't want him no more. Right. So
Deshaun Jackson wanted out of LA.
Deshaun Jackson definitely wanted out of there. Right. He asked for a trade. He wanted out of there because he felt like, look, man, I'm finally healthy. I was in Philly last year. I wasn't healthy. And then in my first game back, somebody snapped my ankle on purpose, it seemed like. And then before that, he was hurt. I mean, he just had 3 straight years where he was hurt. He couldn't get on the field. So this first healthy year, he was healthy all summer. He was healthy coming into the season, and his speed was there. His bounce was there. He was like, look, I preserved my body over the last 3 years because I ain't been on the field. He thought he could give more than he was asking for. They was just using him for deep threats, and then they was using Woods and Cup for everything else. Now, the reason why I think they was doing that is because what else are you going to use him for? Are you going to use him as a possession receiver? Are you going to use him on short routes, slants coming across the middle? No, you're going to use him to take the defense off. And they was just using him like a specialist, like a 3-point specialist, right? Now, Odell is not going to be that when he shows up. So I don't think he's going to be riding upon that much. I think he was still minutes from Jefferson.
Okay.
Which could happen.
So
here's the thing.
Yeah. I'm listening.
It's not
Jay.
Matt Stafford has a winning pedigree. He's a veteran, but he was in Detroit. Like
this is true.
He's been there for a while. You know what I'm saying? So when the game gets close, that's not the guy you look to for, hey, what are we supposed to do?
You don't think he's competent?
No, I think they'll make a run or whatever. But if winning or losing the game comes down to him, I wouldn't want to take that.
Wait. So you don't think you don't think Stafford is competent as a quarterback? Like say for instance, you get you know how Eli and Peyton Manning is doing Monday Night Football and they're watching it, and you can actually listen to them. Like, man, it's I like Romo when he was on commentating. When you hear him, they calling out stuff that like they have a real quarterback mind, right?
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is not a guy that I would sit down and listen, talk to me about no routes, no defenses, what he can see, no reading before the snap, none of that. But Stafford is. Stafford is that type of dude.
I think Stafford is Andrew Luck.
Which is competent.
Like you don't really know what's in between his ears, but he has God-given abilities and talent. He has a cannon, but you don't know what's really there. I mean, because he looked like a deer in the headlights all day. I can't agree with that.
I'm gonna tell you, man. The pressure really hit them Sunday because Tennessee
he was back in Detroit. He was looking for the Ford Field sign and everything.
When you spinning around and just throwing balls up in the air and shit, you scared.
And not only that, like he's
trust me, I'm telling you, I've done it.
You're scared. Effort all year. He was looking bad.
Yeah. Everything was off. Everything was off.
But it
was the same thing with Dak. Everything was off with Dak. Everything was off for a lot of people last week.
It was a bad Sunday.
Yeah, it was a bad Sunday.
Ain't nobody said nothing about Tampa Bay when they played the Saints and Tom Brady was off. I mean, Tom Brady was off.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was off game 1.
Yes,
off.
It happened.
It will be interesting, I will say, to see what Stafford does this upcoming week, though, because I'm looking.
I don't really think it's gonna be anything different because Odell ain't gonna really be out there like that. Odell might be in sweats on the sideline.
He might be in the jersey.
People
he ain't gonna be out there. He ain't gonna be out there like that.
Like it means you were behind a whole lot. I don't give much cadence to comeback wins, man.
I do.
Jay.
It takes something to come back, Jay. It takes a certain metal in
the air to Megatron.
So listen to Jay say. Listen to Jay say he don't take well to comebacks. Hold on, Mitch. Hold on, Mitch. Listen to Jay say he don't take well to comebacks when that's all his quarterback has for the last 2 years. A lot of comebacks in the playoffs.
But he also got a Super Bowl ring from it.
He has an MVP, a Super Bowl win, and a 50 touchdown season.
So if your comebacks don't pull up, then it don't matter.
It does.
Swap Stafford with Mahomes in those seasons, and you probably get the same result.
I don't. No, you don't. No, not even close.
Hold on.
But
up into the
I give Matthew Stafford a lot of credit, but he is not Patrick Mahomes.
Up into the Buffalo game this year, Kansas City as a ball club has had the lead in a game for 65 straight games. So it
still trying to figure out a quarterback that still seemed brand new to the league too. I mean, they was figuring Patrick Mahomes out.
Hold on, real quick. Patrick Mahomes don't have 60 games under his belt, so a lot of that was Alex Smith too. So what I'm telling you is,
Jay is a diehard Alex Smith fan.
Shout out to A. Smith, man.
Yeah, he loves it.
That's my dude. That's my dude too. Speaking of quarterbacks, man. Speaking of quarterbacks, let's move to the quarterback. The number one, the former number one pick, the former MVP, the guy who led his team to a Super Bowl with his best receiver being Ted Ginn, the dude who flipped his truck over 17 times and suited up the next Sunday and ran 2 touchdowns and threw for 2. Right? The man, the Carolina Panthers is now realizing we can't live without Cam is the Panther.
Cam,
right?
Carolina Cam.
What he means, and let's be clear, what he means by we can't live without, it means sell tickets. We can't sell tickets.
Facts.
That's true enough, but I also want to put this out there too. Y'all do know that Cam started his own podcast.
Yeah, Freaky Fridays.
Yeah. And Cam came out and said a lot of shit on his podcast.
He did.
About the team.
They let bygones be bygones.
To the Patriots.
He didn't say that much.
I mean, he said bygones be bygones. He said enough.
Let bygones be bygones.
Offering a player what they want. You can sweep some stuff under the rug. Listen, I need you. You need me. We don't have a quarterback.
Hey, whatever happened to the past, but we ain't gonna talk about that, man. It's all good.
You can let that go. Sign these papers right here. We'll put out a nice little tweet about it and see us shaking hands with your arm around me like this, the owner.
They gave him $10 million for half a season.
They gave him some bread.
That was that. I'm sorry.
But that means what about my kids?
Man,
you're so stupid.
Oh my God.
Hey, one thing Killer did not care about.
The kids.
That man did not care about your kids.
He didn't. Killer Cam is back, man. So hey, man. So he's one of Corey's favorite players, man. So I let Corey, hey man, what you think about the pickup, him going back home? What you think? What you expect to happen now? I mean, they still got a chance to be number 2. I don't think they'll catch the Bucks, but they can be number 2 in that division.
The only bad part about this whole thing is that I wanted to see what PJ Walker could do.
And I think you will. I don't think Cam will
week 1. That's it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, $20 million don't sit down.
No, yeah. This is PJ. I was about
$20 million don't sit down.
Yeah, they don't.
$20 million don't sit down.
They didn't give him PJ's towel guy or headphones guy, clipboard.
First of all, you should have gone back and found this clip where I said that it was dumb to get rid of him in the first place, and that whatchamacallit was gonna come in and do the same shit that he was doing with the Jets and turn the goddamn ball over.
And
Yeah,
you said
did say that.
He is a walking pick. That's just what he is, and he's been doing it since college.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to you saying that and pointing out Donald, because I was optimistic about Donald. Shout out
I
to
was-
Jay for saying Cam will be on a roster by week 8. You was a week off though.
But I called Carolina though. I said Cam will return to Carolina. They need him to sell tickets.
And I said, hey, no, he did say that, because I told him, I said, I think them draws are torn. I don't think he could never go back. But he did.
Dude, find that tape, Mr. Editor in Chief.
He did. So but like, so one thing about it is, man, is that he's familiar with the receivers. He's, and the only difference is I don't understand, man, like this is the whole thing that baffled me about Sam Darnold being in Carolina the whole time. They bought Robbie Anderson with him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he got that year before Sam Darnold, but
Robbie Anderson has 14 catches.
Yeah, he not having a good time over there.
You see Robbie Anderson in the business on the sideline?
Did you see him on the sideline? He was hot.
Corey, the problem is that Robbie Anderson's jersey looks like Sam Darnold's jersey. He can't throw it to people with the same jersey that he does.
Let me ask y'all this about Sam Darnold. They put him on the IR and said he got a cracked shoulder blade. Do you think that he can really play through that, or they just giving him the nice, hey, look, man, we ain't using you no more?
In order to be politically correct and not bash you in the media and say that we sitting you down, we are going to say that you have a cracked shoulder blade, because there's nothing supporting the shoulder. There's nothing. Like, he was walking around in practice with a hoodie on with his hands in his pocket, right? It's not like you put a big ass cast on the shoulder, but you think it would be like a big bag of ice or something. You know what I mean? Something. Yeah. He's just walking around with nothing. This is non-throwing shoulder that's cracked. Baker Mayfield sat out a week and played with it. You know what I mean? It's just a friendly gesture to say that we sitting your ass down. We've seen what we need to see from you. You're not the answer, and we will cut you at the end of the season.
3 things.
So, go ahead. Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead.
One, Sam Darnold will be hosting SEC football with RG3 next year.
Two. Great.
Give me 2.
Number 2, the Panthers have realized that their leader has to suit up on Sundays. CMC ain't that guy. He gets hurt too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
So what they did is say, hey, who was the last guy that brought a spark here? And what is he doing? They said, man, Steve Smith is commentating. No, it was somebody better than Steve Smith the whole time Steve Smith was here. We need Superman back. So they literally did like Batman do, put the signal in the sky to bring Cam back. Listen, not only will Cam be starting not this week, but next week, it will be his team completely. Book that. They have to.
Chris Sharpley said the shoulder blade don't even make that much difference on the throw. What about
because
the
it's on his non-throw. The throwing shoulder.
Like you don't have it don't matter if he got shoulders. He throw like you don't even can't hold the ball.
He got 2 right shoulder blades.
Came out the media and said that man didn't have fingers, man. Like,
So look, do you feel bad, Azo? Do you feel bad for Sam Darnold?
No, I can't feel bad for somebody. Like, no, he had his chances, and I was like you, Mel. I was one of those guys that look, man, this guy has the ability to make all the throws. Even though Corey and Jay were like, nah, he ain't it. I was like, no, let's give him a change. Everybody looks like trash in a Jets uniform. It doesn't matter who you are. Let's see what he does in Carolina. And for the first 3 weeks, Sam Darnold was leading the league in rushing touchdowns, which was mind-boggling in the first place. And I was like, well, maybe.
You know why?
Why? Why you say that?
Why, though? Because Christian McCaffrey was healthy. You run a read option, then everybody think Chris McCaffrey got the ball, and Sam Darnold just walking in the end zone.
Exactly, and that's what I realized it was after I saw, the way they looked, even against us. They won the game against us, but it had absolutely nothing to do with Sam Darnold. Like it had nothing to do with him. So I don't feel bad for him. I mean, he looked. Sam Darnold got one of those punchable faces. And so when you're making those kind of mistakes over and over again, and he just take off his helmet and he kind of just walk.
Boy, like they done put Cam back in Carolina with 3 good receivers.
With 3 good receivers.
He ain't never had that.
And a running back.
He's ever had.
And a running back.
And a defense.
And a defense. And a defense. No.
A decent defense.
Yes. Because you signed Gilmore, right? You signed Gilmore. J.C. Horn is hurt, but he'll be back next year. Bro, they're gonna be straight. You got the safety, they're gonna be straight.
You know what the new rivalry gonna be?
Who? Carolina,
Patriots,
Green Bay.
Panthers. No, Patriots.
Patriots. Oh, Patriots, Panthers.
I want to see Jones and oh my God.
I want to see that. Question, y'all. Real question, serious question. Play the devil's advocate. If Cam comes back and stinks up the joint, where do we go after this year?
That's it.
We go up in the booth with RG3 and Sam Darnold.
Yeah, it's a 3-man crew.
Describe stinks it up.
That ain't hard.
Describe stink it up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's gonna be what we said. We got 8 games left. 8 games left. Right. If Cam goes 4-4, 3-5. If Panthers go 3-5 with Cam, don't make the playoffs, no wild card appearances, which they still might make it if they do. Who knows? But I think that would consider. Of course, winless would be considered. But if I say he wins 3 games or less as a starter, I think that would be considered stinking it up. Or do they just say, okay, this is a wash? You came in and they give him a whole new season.
They're gonna give him a whole season. Cam getting the whole season.
It has to be humbling.
If they make it to the playoffs this year, it's a bonus, right? But they're planning this for next season. Yeah. They're gonna give Cam a fantastic team to put on the field next season, something that he's never had in Carolina, and they're gonna work from there. If they make it this year, it's a bonus.
Chris making a good point. The O-line, the starters weren't even that good, and those starters are down, so they're down to the backup. So
Cam can get out of that.
Cam can get out of that.
I think that's the difference. I think that might be the difference.
That is the difference.
That and Cam ain't gonna throw as many picks as Darnold, but
no, he won't.
I think that'll be the difference. I think Sam Darnold. New GM, and I think that's really when you think about it. That's
new owner, and they got a 1-year head coach.
That's the only thing they have to build is that O-line now. Like they have to. They have to build that O-line. That defense, they set it straight with this last draft and bringing in Gilmore. They set that defense straight. We can work
on this. We can work on this O-line with free agency, and we can draft O-line.
We can draft O-lineman. We'll see who's free agent this offseason. But now you have a quarterback that at least can escape the pocket, even when that O-line is not playing up to par, at least a little bit. We know we don't know what Cam is, but just judging off Cam being Cam, he's not going to allow 1 or 2 guys to bring him down just from the pass rush, because that's what he's always done. So I think that Carolina, I said this even during the draft, they built that defense. They're going to win with defense, and we'll see about Sam Darnold. Well, we saw about Sam Darnold, and there you have it. He's out of there. So now Cam is back, and we'll see with Cam, which I think is an upgrade in the long run. So
the fact
Cam been around for a long time. He only 32.
He only 32, man. And
look, the matter is this, yo. Whether or not Cam Newton is a franchise quarterback anymore doesn't matter. He still will always be franchise quarterback. So they're going to give him a whole year. He's the whatever. Like here in North Carolina, man, they can't wait to put his face back on Bojangles boxes. They can't wait. They'll sell more chicken than a little bit. with the
They
number
broke
box.
them. Hey, them boxes that they didn't use, them shits came out the closet today.
Bringing them right
They
back.
was like, hell yeah.
Wipe the COVID off of them.
Hey, he go sell some jerseys starting tomorrow. And look, this is what I almost wanted to happen. Once I heard that Cam was going to Carolina, I almost wish it would happen maybe a couple of days earlier, and they could get a shot at Odell. That would, I mean, if you would have brought both of them dudes in, Odell, DJ Moore, Anderson, CMC, Cam, and then that defense, man, it would have been nice. And Odell would have been, like Corey said, at that moment, it wouldn't have been a huge competition for
the
catching
spot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just him and Moore. So that would have been cool. But this is
no. Look at Jacoby Brissett, y'all. God damn. He done.
He hurt again?
Man, they grabbing his knee and screaming.
Oh yeah.
The worst part is when you're looking forward to not having your starter come in the game.
That's bad.
Hey man, I'm gonna hit y'all up next show, bro. I'm about to get up out of here.
All right, thanks.
Y'all keep me updated on this because I want to see what Cam do, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Man, I'm excited.
I'm really looking at for.
Yeah, for sure. We'll keep you posted.
We got you, bro.
I'm excited. I mean, y'all know Cam, what's called. Yeah. Whoever the Facebook user is, Carolina is not a big enough market. I don't think Green Bay was a big enough market either, to be honest. That's just not somewhere where he would thrive. LA is definitely
Cleveland wasn't either.
No, and that's why it was time to get the hell up out of Cleveland.
Yeah, and he got traded to Cleveland. This was he had a chance to choose. But
shit, I live in.
Oh yeah. You might have to refresh, Jay. Your Wi-Fi going out. But here's my expectations for Cam.
Okay.
I don't even want to say that he goes stink. I don't even think it's a possibility for him to stink it up if he's healthy, right? So here's my expectation for him. Number one, get out of the season healthy, whether they make the playoffs or not. I just want him to finish the season healthy. Number two,
get a haircut.
Just show people that you still a starting quarterback. If he goes out there and he's moving the ball and he doesn't look horrible, right? If he looks average and with his leadership and what he can do with his legs, I think he'll be okay.
Even if he's the same Carolina, if even he's the same Cam that he was in New England, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This year, and then go into the offseason, build some chemistry with these wide receivers, rebuild some chemistry with the wide receivers. You already kind of know what they're going to do anyway, right? And come in next season and be ready to go. Be ready, guns blazing. Let's get it.
Yeah. And any losses that happen this season can't be on Cam.
No. Just keep
like the losses that they had so far, Darnold looked horrible with turning the ball over.
Yeah.
Cam can't do that.
I think that Cam will get more leeway than Sam Darnold because it could be like, I mean, it's always going to be something about chemistry. Like he did, like
middle of the
whole
season.
thing. It is, man. The whole thing with chemistry, man, is like as a quarterback, right? I may not even look at you as my primary target, but as my secondary target, right? I kind of, in my mind, I kind of know where you're going to be anyway because I know how fast you are. I know how you run your routes. I know you cut your route straight across the field, or I know you kind of round your routes off. I know where you're gonna be. You know what I mean? But if I turn around and have to look and try to judge, in that little split second and kind of hold and throw it, you don't have that split second in the NFL. That's just something that you don't have. Them cats are reacting to that shit, and they reacting fast. That's the difference. I think Cam has a better chance of overcoming that obstacle because these are people that for the most part, these are people that he's worked before with in the past.
Yeah.
He know where DJ Moore gonna be at. No question where DJ. He know where CMC gonna be at. Robbie Anderson, all you gotta do is take a 5-step drop and throw that bitch as far down the field as you can. He gonna run under it.
Yeah.
He'll run under it.
Yes.
And
So
Chris Wright, Robbie probably is happy. And think about this. Think about that handoff to CMC where that defensive coordinator and that linebacker got to account for Cam as well. Like, hey, CMC is probably happy.
Listen, the read option and just him being back there opens me up a lane. Just because we don't know who the ball's going to. You linebackers have to sit. That gives me half a step to do something with it. Like now with Sam Darnold back there, they was just sitting on Christian McCaffrey. And notice when Cam left, Christian McCaffrey has been injured more.
Yeah, I mean, some of them short yardage situations.
Yeah, he don't have to do that. He ain't got to do that no more.
Goal line where he can just be Cam and just bum rush his way in there. CMC ain't got to take that damage.
He don't have to be that. He don't have to take that abuse no more. I still think they should move him to the slot, but it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, man. We're at the hour, man. I just wanted to come on there and hit the Cam and the Odell Beckham. We miss anything? Anything else?
No,
Chuba Hubbard go eat off Cam too. Heck yeah, Chuba. Yeah, watch Chuba. Watch his production go up too. Everybody.
I'm hoping that Chuba can just be the running back he was at Oklahoma State, and they can move Christian McCaffrey to the slot. Maybe you already got that dude on the team, man. I hope they do. If they keep him healthy, they will.
They ain't gonna do it, but we'll see.
I want him on the field. Man. I need that dude. I just put him back in the lineup this week. You know what I'm saying?
Corey, you might be having one of the worst fantasies you've had
ever.
And yeah, this
one of the worst seasons ever, Corey.
Man, in my other in my base league, I'm 7-1. But on this one, in the base league, I'm killing it. But in this one, nah.
I'm 6-3 in 3 leagues.
All 3?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's never happened.
That's consistent. I tell you that.
You pick consistently across the board.
That's consistent.
I give you that. I got Stafford in our league. I got Jalen Hurts in one league, and I got Mahomes in the other. And then as far as running backs, I got Taylor and Zeke in our league. The other league, I got Eckler and Chubb. And I had Carson, but he on IR. And in the other league, I had Chubb and can't remember the other one. And then I got Cooper Kupp in all of them.
Check this out. Zo, check this out. This is my roster in no particular order, right?
Okay.
For my base league. I got Dak, Mike Williams in LA, Deebo Samuel, Cordero Patterson, James Conner, Dalton Schultz, Christian McCaffrey, Amari Cooper, DeAndre Hopkins, and Tony Pollard and Russell Wilson.
That is solid from top to bottom.
Yeah. It
is.
I
mean, on the bench this week, I got 18 points, 19 points, 21 points, and 20 points.
Who are you starting? Who are you starting?
The only reason I'm not starting, so I'm starting Mike Williams and Deebo Samuel this week, only because DeAndre Hopkins is a hamstring and Amari Cooper is a hamstring, so they're not gonna go hard. They not.
That's true.
So I just picked the healthy dudes to start this week, and then instead of putting Tony Pollard as my flex player, I moved McCaffrey back into the flex.
Okay, all right. Cordero Patterson has been a
Cordero Patterson is getting me 22 points a game.
Plug and play. I hope he made the Pro Bowl too. This is.
I mean, if he don't make the Pro Bowl, something's wrong.
Yeah, because he is balling, man. He is.
Is he the first specialist Pro Bowler ever? Just put him on the team as a specialist.
No,
because I mean, you go. Eric Metcalf. Metcalf was a kick returner, a special teamer.
Yeah, but I'm talking about also did receiver and running back.
Well, he played that, yes, but I'm talking about he wasn't. He was there. He was in the Pro Bowl because of his kick returning ability. Cordero Patterson is excelling at running back, and he is excelling at wide receiver.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
He's the number one option for both of those, and he's
for
still
both. crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Kicks, I would get him off a kick return though, because something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
that's
like
where
he's too much
look,
in the regular offense.
that's where you get hurt, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, before we end this, hey, and appreciate the comment, Armando Alvarez, the Dolphins
That's Mike.
defense.
Hey,
that's
it looked
Mike.
good.
Why
Yeah,
you change his
Mike
name?
Alvarez. He doing it from YouTube. He's seeing it, watching it from YouTube.
Oh,
Good,
okay.
good. Hey, so but look, I got to get out of here because I'm about to watch this interview with Kevin Samuels and Brittany Rayner. Looks interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it.
Please send that to me.
Hold on, I got it. I got him on Instagram. Is he doing it on IG?
This look like his YouTube.
Oh man, I can't. This ought to be. I can only imagine some of the stuff he gonna say to this woman.
What's up, Mike?
It's
Mike.
Mike, how was it going through season this year? On the other side for the first time, brother. You had to text me that because we're about to roll.
Yeah,
but, yeah. I'm about to watch this interview, man. This is I can't even believe that. I can't even believe this combo even got set up. I mean, she
was willing to go on there.
She just did the no jumper.
Yeah, she did no jumper. She did something more academic.
But listen, there's nothing like Kevin Samuel.
That's true.
Yeah, nothing like him. He don't mind telling these girls when they wrong at all. You don't think so?
I don't think it's gonna be like that. He letting her get her side out. I don't think he's teaching or training or anything.
He just wanted to get her side.
Yeah, they.
It's just an interview.
They got drink. Yeah, he's sitting on the couch. They got drinks. She dressed formally. He dressed formally. Yeah, it's one of those things.
Okay, gotcha. But I'm still gonna watch.
I'll watch it for a little bit. I thought it was gonna be good. I mean, do you think he didn't?
I mean, I think it's in him. I think that's probably why they did this interview, and I think he's gonna be who he is.
Well, he probably don't want to. He probably don't like. She don't mind kissing and telling. So I don't think Kevin Samuels is that type of dude. So I think he would avoid hitting that unless she signs some type of paperwork.
No, he definitely got a blowjob.
I doubt it. She would go tell every. She would go.
You can't kiss and tell that. Oh, I was blowing him on the couch right before the interview.
She will.
No,
she will.
She'll find a way to make it profitable for her.
You know who her best friend is? She was on it. Look, she was on the interview, and she told about. Yeah, you know who her best friend is?
Yep.
Who?
You know, Tiana Trump.
Oh,
yeah.
And Tiana Trump was on the interview.
Boy, if them two walk in, though, good God Almighty!
Look, Tiana Trump did an interview.
What's happening?
Listen, Tiana Trump was on the interview telling about her escapades with Bill Maher when she was around 18.
I believe that.
He
What's call it just did an interview, did the same thing. Montana Fishburne.
Oh,
she
did the same thing.
On that
a tell-all video. Just go in and just explain how I got into business, what made me do it, everything.
That's crazy.
Maybe it's the hey, you ain't lying.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Thank Lord.
All right, man.
You ain't lying.
We done got off of sports, man. So this is a man down after dark conversation, man. So
we gotta get it.
One day. All right, man. All right, fellas.
Oh, hold on. It already happened.
Yeah, I just sent the link to you. You talking about the interview?
The interview already happened.
Yeah.
I thought it was live.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Oh, I thought we was finna be in for a surprise. Like, yeah, you thought it was gonna be that kind of interview, bitch.
All right, man. I'm out. Peace.